Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Inglo Up, the channel where we turn everyday moments into English learning.
Yes, and today we have a super practical and very useful topic: how to talk about your daily routine in English.
Exactly. You know, when someone asks, "What do you usually do every day?" Many learners get nervous, but don't worry. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to describe your whole day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night, clearly and confidently.
And remember, you don't need complicated sentences. Simple words, simple verbs can tell your story very well.
That's right. And before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Anglo Up so you don't miss our future lessons.
And leave us a comment later telling us about your own routine in English. We'd love to read them.
Let's start with the morning. The first thing we do every day, wake up.
Yes. For example, I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. Flora, what time do you wake up?
I usually wake up around 7, sometimes a little later on weekends. What about you?
I'm an early bird. I usually wake up around 6 o'clock.
That's early. Okay, after waking up, the next step is usually getting out of bed. This is different from waking up. You can wake up but still stay in bed, right?
Oh, yes, many people wake up and then stay in bed looking at their phone. But get out of bed means you actually stand up.
Exactly. So first, wake up, then get out of bed. Now, let's talk about breakfast. Michael, what do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually have tea and some bread or toast, sometimes eggs.
That sounds nice. I usually drink coffee and eat fruit, maybe a banana or an apple.
So here are useful phrases: have breakfast, drink coffee, eat fruit, make eggs.
Yes, and notice we say have breakfast, not eat breakfast. That's very common in English.
Good point. Let's give some more examples. I have breakfast at 8. I drink orange juice. I eat cereal.
Perfect. Now let's practice with our viewers. Everyone, repeat. I have breakfast. I drink coffee. I eat fruit.
Flora, do you sometimes skip breakfast?
Uh, Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, yes. But usually I try to eat something. Do you skip breakfast?
Rarely. I love food too much.
After breakfast, what's next?
Get dressed. Put on your clothes.
Right. For example, I get dressed at 8 before going to work.
And if it's cold, I put on my coat.
Or I put on my shoes.
After that, many people leave the house.
Yes, that's a very important phrase. Leave the house. Example, I leave the house at 8:30 to go to school.
And how do you go? You can walk, take the bus, drive a car, or ride a bike.
For me, I usually take the bus.
And I usually walk because my office is not far.
So after leaving the house, the next part of the day is arriving at work or school. What time do you usually get there, Michael?
Around 9 most days. I like to arrive on time, sometimes even a little early.
Arrive on time? That's a useful phrase. It means you get there exactly at the right time. Not late, not early.
Exactly. What about you?
Usually 9:30. I'm not a morning person, so I take my time.
Fair enough. And once you arrive, what's the first thing you do?
I grab a cup of coffee and then I start checking emails.
Check emails. People say that every day at work.
You know, mornings at work can be so different. Some people like a slow start, others just go straight to work.
Yeah, for me, mornings are when I do the serious stuff, writing, reading, things that need focus.
Need focus is another good one. It means you need concentration, no distractions.
That's right. How about you?
I'm the opposite. I use mornings for small tasks, like replying to messages or organizing my desk.
Organize my desk, meaning to clean it up, arrange papers, make it neat.
Yes, I like doing that before diving into bigger tasks.
Let's talk about the best part of the day, lunch.
Finally, food. What do you usually eat?
Honestly, most days, just a sandwich. Sometimes a salad if I'm trying to be healthy.
I usually bring something from home. Yesterday I had rice and chicken. Today it was pasta.
You're lucky. Homemade food is always better. I should start doing that.
Yes, but sometimes it's nice to go out for lunch. That phrase means eating in a restaurant or cafe instead of at home or work.
True. Eating out can be a little treat in the middle of the day.
A little treat. That's something small and enjoyable.
After lunch, do you feel sleepy?
Oh, always. That's why I usually have tea after lunch. It helps me stay awake.
Smart. I usually just push through.
Push through means to keep going even when you're tired.
Good phrase. In the afternoon, I often have meetings.
Meetings. That's when people sit together to discuss work.
Exactly. And sometimes I get phone calls that take longer than expected.
Same here. And for students, afternoons are usually homework time.
I used to save homework until late at night. Not the best idea.
Procrastinator.
Guilty. And procrastinate means delaying something you should do now.
So when do you usually finish work?
Around 5 or 5:30, sometimes later if I have extra things to do.
Same. I usually finish around 5:32. And honestly, the best feeling is walking out of the office.
Yes. Walk out of the office means to leave work at the end of the day. Feels great.
Sometimes I stop at the store to grab something for dinner.
I do that too. Or if I have energy, I might stop by the library for some reading.
Nice. For me, it's usually straight home. Work done, brain off.
Brain off. I like that. It means no more thinking, just relaxing.
After finishing work, I usually head straight home. What about you?
Depends. Sometimes I commute by train, other days I drive.
Good word there. Commute. It means the journey between home and work or school.
Yes, and honestly, commuting can be tiring, especially when there's traffic.
Tell me about it. When I take the bus, I usually listen to podcasts to pass the time.
Same here. Pass the time means doing something to make waiting or traveling feel shorter.
Exactly. Sometimes I even read a book if the bus isn't too crowded.
The moment I walk through the door, I feel lighter.
Me too. Walk through the door, literally entering home, but it also gives that sense of comfort.
Yes. The first thing I usually do is change into comfortable clothes.
Ah, yes. That's called changing into pajamas or changing into something comfy.
Right. Then I might sit on the sofa and just relax for a bit.
Same here. Sometimes I scroll on my phone or check social media.
Scroll on my phone, very modern phrase, meaning to move through posts or content online.
Let's talk about dinner. What do you usually eat?
It varies. Sometimes I cook pasta, other times just a simple soup.
I like that word. Varies. It means it changes, not always the same.
Exactly. Do you cook often?
Most nights. I enjoy it. I usually make dinner around 7.
Good phrase. Make dinner or cook dinner, very common.
After cooking, of course, comes washing the dishes.
My least favorite part. But wash the dishes is essential vocabulary. After dinner, what do you usually do?
Sometimes I watch TV shows. Other times I read a book.
Watch TV shows, useful phrase, and different from watch TV because it's about specific programs.
Good point. What about you?
I often call my family in the evening.
Nice phrase. Call my family or talk on the phone is everyday language.
And sometimes, if I need exercise, I go for a walk.
That's a great one too. Go for a walk, simple but very useful. After a long day, I always take a shower before bed. It helps me relax.
Same here. And, by the way, take a shower or have a shower are both correct. Just a small tip for our listeners.
Yes, good one. After that, I brush my teeth, of course, and sometimes I put on a face mask if I feel like treating myself.
Nice. I usually read a little before bed. Reading helps me fall asleep faster.
Fall asleep. That's a good phrase to remember. It's the moment when you go from being awake to sleeping.
Do you have a different routine on weekends, Flora?
Oh, yes, definitely. On weekends, I usually sleep in.
Sleep in. I like that phrase. It means to wake up later than usual.
Exactly. And sometimes I meet up with friends for lunch.
I do that too. I usually go grocery shopping on Saturday afternoons.
I should do that more often. I often just order food instead.
That works too.
So today we basically walked through an entire day, from waking up to going to bed.
Yes. And we used so many useful everyday phrases. Just to remind everyone, wake up, brush teeth, make breakfast, go to work, have lunch, go home, cook dinner, take a shower, fall asleep.
Exactly. These are the building blocks of daily English.
And the best practice is to describe your own day in English, even if it's just a few sentences.
For example, I wake up at 7. I have breakfast. I go to work. Simple but powerful.
That's the secret. Keep it simple, but keep practicing.
And remember, here on Inglo Up, we turn everyday moments into English learning.
Well said, Flora. Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Don't forget to subscribe and tell us in the comments, what does your daily routine look like?
We'd love to read your answers. Until next time, goodbye.